Are you aware that some of your regular spending habit could be costing you hundreds every month? Unfortunately, we see people get into financial trouble, losing their money in the most ludicrous of ways, and they are often oblivious to it. Maybe you're one of these people who are losing their money in unexpected ways. But don't worry, in this video, we will show you 6 insane ways people squander their money and help you avoid making the same mistakes. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe below to get the most out of your money. Number 1. Paying for insurance you don't need. This is one that often goes overlooked by many people who believe the more insurance they have, the better. However, certain types of insurance are simply unnecessary for most people and can lead you to spend unnecessarily, costing you thousands. Therefore, let us share with you some insurance products that might be a waste of your money. Identity theft insurance. If your credit card comes with built-in fraud protection, like most credit cards do, purchasing additional protection might be a waste of money. Life insurance for children. Since children typically do not have assets to safeguard, buying life insurance for your kids is likely unnecessary. Most child life insurance plans have a savings component known as a cash value that may be used to pay for college or a down payment on a new house, but the costs surpass the rate of return. So it's best to invest your money elsewhere as parents, like in a 529 college savings plan. Rental car insurance. If your own auto insurance policy provides collision and other than collision coverage, it most likely extends to a rental car. Therefore, purchasing collision damage waiver, commonly referred to as CDW, is tantamount to tossing your money out of the window. Collision insurance. If you have an older vehicle that is not worth much, depending on your deductible and damage, it might not make sense to have collision coverage on your auto insurance policy. Travel insurance. If you book your travel on a credit card that already provides travel insurance, your trip may already be covered, as most travel credit cards cover trip cancellation and lost luggage. Check with your credit card issuer to determine whether this is the case for your cards. Keep in mind that there is such a thing as buying too much insurance or being overinsured. Overinsured simply means you are paying too much money for a particular insurance policy, or you are paying for insurance that doesn't match your needs, and these unnecessary premiums can cost you thousands. Number 2, banking fees. This is where many people watching this video are undoubtedly throwing away the most amount of money. While banks provide an essential service, there is really no good reason for you to keep paying the most common fees. The most common ones the banks hit you with include account fees, overdraft fees, ATM usage fees, and monthly maintenance fees on checking and savings account. You absolutely can and should avoid paying them. The big banks typically charge $11 for monthly account maintenance fees on your basic checking account. If you make the mistake of falling into overdraft, prepare to pay $30 to $35 per activity, and this can happen multiple times a day. And if you attempt to withdraw cash from your account at an ATM outside of your bank's network, be prepared to pay up to $5 in ATM fees that are levied by both your bank and the out-of-network institutions. Don't be hit by these fees. There are numerous smaller financial institutions, including online banks and credit unions, that do not charge these exorbitant fees and treat you like a valued customer. And it is easy to switch banks. Transferring your money over is a simple process that involves the new bank making 1 or 2 small deposits, typically less than $1, into your existing bank account. Once you verify how much was deposited, you can transfer your money over. You don't have to be stuck paying banking fees, so exercise your choices. Number 3, credit card interest charges and making only the minimum payment. Credit card bills have some of the highest interest rates, and the longer you wait to pay them off, the more you will pay in interest. Now, if you pay more than the minimum payment each month, you will be able to pay off your debt faster and lower the amount you wind up paying in interest. If you only pay the minimum on your credit cards, you might find yourself spending hundreds or even thousands of dollars in interest. Moreover, every dollar you add to your minimum payment has the potential to help you save more money in the long run. Here is an example. Let's say you have a credit card with a balance of $750 that requires you to make the minimum payment of $20. If you only pay the minimum, it will take you about 4 years to pay it off. However, if you add just $3 more each month, it will only take 3 years for you to pay off your debt and can save you about $50 in interest. This example should give you a good idea of just how much money you might be wasting if you pay only the minimum payment on your credit card every month. So if you can afford to make bigger payments towards your credit card bills, or even better, pay your balances off in full, you should, because high interest debt quickly compounds and can spiral out of control. Number 4, paying for convenience. Paying for convenience is another ludicrous way people squander their money. But with a little planning, you can save money on just about anything. For example, if you buy snacks at a gas station, you spend much more than if you just bring treats from your home that you bought at a regular store. Here are a few additional things you can do to better plan ahead so you don't end up paying for convenience. Rather than using a third party, book any service or travel directly through the vendor. Third parties may make it simple to comparison shop, but they often charge additional fees during the booking process as you check out. While we are on the subject of travel, pay in advance for check-back fees on budget airlines such as Frontier and Spirit. Your flight might be substantially more expensive if you pay or check your bags after booking when you're at the airport. Food is another common and expensive example where people spend a lot of money for convenience. Many people feel they are too busy to plan their meals, go to the grocery, and cook, so they resort to fast food or delivery services. It is common knowledge that you can save hundreds of dollars a month by simply preparing your meals at home. The same may be said about coffee. Spending just $4 for a cup of your favorite morning joe 5 times a week would cost you around $1,000 a year. Instead of stopping by Starbucks or other coffee shops, consider making your coffee at home. It will save you a lot. Number 5, paying for unused memberships and subscriptions. Free trials for streaming services, gym membership, and other subscription might be a great way to try out a new product or service without having to commit upfront. But just as easy as it is to sign up for a free trial, it is equally as easy to forget about it, especially if you use a new service for a short time before losing interest. Many people do not go to the gym despite having a gym membership. I know it is difficult to acknowledge, but it is true. The issue is that many consumers underestimate just how much it costs to have unused subscriptions and just disregard them. One reason so many people fall into the trap of having memberships and subscriptions that they do not use is recurring payments. Yes, they are convenient since you don't have to worry about remembering to pay the bill, but you may wind up losing a lot of money if you no longer use the service and forget to cancel it. Free trials is another reason people fall into the trap of having unused subscription. If you fail to cancel after the free period has expired, you will be charged whether you need the service or not. So you should take the time to cancel any membership or subscription that you no longer want. You can use your phone to set a reminder to cancel before the introductory period expires. Now, if you're not using your gym membership, you should cancel it until you have motivation to work out. As an alternative, you can work out at home instead of paying for those fancy gym facilities that now resemble full-service spas. You should also reduce the number of streaming services you have. Is it really necessary to have cable and Netflix running at the same time? Despite the fact that some subscriptions may appear to be inexpensive, a $10 per month subscription that is not used for 3 years is a waste of almost $400. Number 6, trying to impress and keep up with the Joneses. People also squander their money by purchasing things to keep up with their friends. Some people feel pressured to buy things because others around have them. One sure way to financial ruin is spending more than you earn. It may be difficult to avoid comparing your life to others around you, especially in the world of social media. Remember, your financial goals may differ from those of your friends and relatives. So you should not let their spending decisions influence yours. You don't need to have the most up-to-date gizmo or electronic gadget if the one you have still works fine. You also don't need to get new clothes just to impress your friends. They should like you as a person. Thank you for watching. If you want to get more out of your money, hit the subscribe button below. And as always, see you next time.